Do you ever feel like our attention spans are getting shorter? Well, my friend, it's not just your imagination. The average human attention span has shrunk from 12 seconds to 8 seconds, lagging behind only the goldfish, and you thought you were special. Well, whether or not the claims are actually valid, with the world becoming increasingly fast-paced, people just don't have the time to see what you sell. There's no selling if there's no buying, and there's no buying if no one pays attention. But what makes them pay attention? Before we go any further, please like, share and subscribe to this channel. You don't want to miss weekly bites of random content straight into your YouTube feed, would you?
Oh, mama!
To make something interesting, we usually just put the idea in an attractive package. But what good is the fancy packing if the bread in it is spoiled? No doubt it helps, but only to an extent. Now what if I told you that ideas can be interesting even if they initially appear boring? What if there is an actual formula for it? According to Arnold Wenzel's F-cube theory, interestingness develops from the interaction of three different, interdependent processes: fun, fascination, and fumbling. I think it is safe to say that if people feel your idea is boring, you should just give a F. And in this case, 3 Fs. The more, the merrier. But what do they mean? Let's start with fascination. Fascination is a force of attraction. When you are fascinated by something or someone, your attention locks onto it, unable to move to something else. What fascinates me, you say? Believe it or not, it's a goldfish. An idea can be made fascinating by showing the benefit of a thing, and even more so by showing the meta benefit of a thing, which is benefit of a benefit. For example, if your friend wants to get you to eat in their steakhouse, they won't lure you by showing you the raw steak and telling you how nutritious it is or from what kind of quality cow it is. Rather, they will simply throw the steak on the griddle, make you gasp through the sizzling sound and smell of the grilled meat as you suddenly realize how hungry you are. Similarly, if your friend wants you to invest in a stock, he will tell you the meta benefits of investing. Here, the benefit is increasing wealth, and the meta benefit is becoming more independent, or even the likelihood of getting laid often.
Hey everybody, we're all gonna get laid!
Shady friend alert! Sally Hogshead identifies 7 such meta benefits, which are the triggers of fascination: pleasure, mystique, alarm, prestige, power, vice, and trust. These are the triggers, and the unquestioned assumptions of a person are the targets. And your job is to shoot the targets. If you're addressing a group of people with different values, it means that you will need to pull more than one trigger. Moving on to fun. Once your friend fascinates you, he has your attention just for a while. But you won't continue if there is no fun, right? It's like a game. It is not fun if it's too easy, as there is no challenge. And if it's too difficult, forget it. I am out of the conversation. For a game or an idea to remain fun, it has to become more challenging to keep you at the edge of your ability. The answer, therefore, is to present a series of mixed challenges which just matches to someone's ability. So here's a challenge for you. Ask your students or employees to figure out how new ideas can be applied to a real-life situation.
I have an idea.
Really? What is it?
Let's leave!
But first, start with the challenges that are easy and then progress to more difficult ones. Okay, so you've taken a lot of challenges, but now you're tired of them because your skills have reached their peak. Even the new ideas are starting to get boring. So now what? This is where the third F, fumbling, comes in. We develop a sort of resistance to new ideas after a point, and something has to regularly break this resistance. The human brain prefers following patterns over thinking, even though we enjoy a lot of thinking. So we need to fumble old ideas by showing that they are missing something or are completely wrong. The generic form of interesting research looks something like this. While a phenomenon appears as X, in reality, it is Y. In 1997, Stephen Tellers developed imagination engines, computer programs that are creative. They are a type of neural network as it mimics the working of a human brain. Like the brain, it can learn new skills. When the machine's neurons were disrupted too much, the software went crazy. When disrupted too little, it got repetitive. But as he found just the right balance, things got original. The same is with your ideas. Too little disruption means we think the ideas are obvious and hardly pay attention. Too much gets us overwhelmed, but disrupt us just enough and we become interested. Father of economics, Adam Smith, employed this strategy. If we wanted people to do what is good for society, most people think we should get them to be more altruistic. But in reality, he argued that the opposite is true. Get them selfish. The best way to get a baker to bake enough bread for his community is not by saying he should be a nice person, but by allowing him to make a profit from doing so. Once a person has been disrupted and they are fumbling, they are open to be fascinated by a new idea. And the cycle starts again.
Surprise, motherfucker!
In summary, fascination attracts us to a pattern by pulling one or more of our triggers. Fun wants us to take up the challenge of finding or mastering new patterns. But once we master it, things get boring. So something has to fumble our old ideas and create the need for new patterns. That's it for today. Thank you and take care. Bye-bye.